station always ends in that front left corner. So at the end of the day, we suggest putting the machine in that front left corner to finish, because otherwise you watch it slowly make its way to the front and it takes forever. Some people don't mind, then they just leave it like that. For me, it's way faster just to do it like that. Okay. And then when you're done homing, it's going to take you into here. You have, in the home screen, you pretty much have 4 pages that you need to know. Here is home, hand is manual, this one is homing, that's where we just were, and then this one is maintenance. So when you have to do certain things, like you'll end up doing probing the blade, probing the slab, if you need to align the head, things like that, that's all in the maintenance page. This is the page that most people spend their time in. Who cut manually, this is the manual page. Obviously, on here, this is where your controls are. X, left, right, Y, forward and back, Z, up and down. C is rotating the head. A is setting the angle. So it's a miter. Yeah. And yes, there's a way to get it exact. So you know, yeah. This is your table lift. This is your blade on and off. And this is a reset in case you ever get an error code or the machine starts doing something and you're like, whoa, that's weird. You hit reset. If reset doesn't stop it, you hit emergency. In the manual page, all your speeds for the machine are controlled with this dial, the percent.
For the blade? The speed, right? The blade?
Of the machine.
Oh, okay.
Your blade speed is this one.
Oh, okay.
And you can also just manually tell it how fast you want it to go. So, pretty much like if I was to go like this, it's gonna go slow, fast.
Oh, okay.
Okay, things you need to know. This button here is your straight laser. That's what you're going to use when you're doing manual cuts. That's how you line up your cuts, obviously. This one here is the cross laser. That is more for when you're doing automatic cuts. It gives you pretty much a more definitive starting point, where you don't have to try to line up like the center of a blade or anything. You know, okay, that's where my program is going to start from. P, park. Once the machine is in park, you can now lift and lower the table. If the machine is not in park, it won't let you lift the table. Okay. And again, now we have the error code, you hit reset, and then you'll go back to being able to work. Okay. Other features that you have in manual, besides obviously just moving and cutting. So, as I said here, you have rotation and RPM. Obviously, you're going to be rotating this way with the blade. If you're ever going to manually drill something, you could do counterclockwise. Nobody manually drills, it's just stupid. So you're going to be going clockwise, and then you can set your RPM here. I set it to 17 because that's usually standard, and then you can adjust it with this knob here. So you can see your RPM here. The one is off too. In the home page, real quick, this is if you wanted to turn off the water. and still use the machine. So you're gonna see 1700. That's where we want to be. If I'm to lower this, 14,850. You know, you can adjust it if you wanted to. Most people adjust it from here. This is how most people set the speed that they want. Okay, next couple features. So obviously on all of these you have these double arrows and you have these single arrows. You can think of the double arrows as like on that machine, you know how you pull for the limit to go from side to side? You can set the limit wherever you want it to be. So if I'm here and I want that to be one stop, you touch there, it saves the number. Then I come to here, I want that to be the second stop, it's gonna save the number. Once you click the two arrows, now it locks it in. So it will not go farther than there, and it won't go farther than there. Same thing obviously on the Y. If you're all the way up here, and you want that to be a stop, go back here, you want that to be a stop. It won't let you go past those points, no matter how long you hold it. Same thing for the Z, which is where most people use it, because you're pretty much going to set a maximum depth for the blade. So if the blade was touching the table there, you would record that point, then you kind of record a high point, let's say there, and then when you lock it, you know, no matter how far down you go, you're not going to cut too deep into the table. 1 second. Hello?
¿Entendiste algo, Lorenzo?
You understand it? You understand it?
No.
No? You understand it?
Milton, ¿entendió?
You understand?
You understand?
You understand?
Not too much, but I understand.
Okay.